They called our mathematics primitive. They said our equations were fragile scratches in cosmic dust. They laughed openly, arrogantly, confidently. And then we rewrote the battlefield with a single formula. The day humanity weaponized mathematics, the universe stopped laughing. Stay with me. Because what happened next didn't just win a war. It reshaped the laws of reality itself. The first alien transmission arrived wrapped in silence. No dramatic explosion, no flaming descent from orbit, no invasion fleet blotting out the sun, just a message, mathematically perfect. Every satellite across Earth, from low-orbit debris trackers to deep space observatories, received the same encoded sequence simultaneously. It wasn't written in English. It wasn't spoken in sound. It was expressed in equations, prime number cascades, tensor symmetries, curvature integrals that described spacetime like sculpted marble. Within minutes, the world's greatest scientific institutions, from NASA to CRN, confirmed the impossible. This was not natural. This was intelligent, and it was centuries ahead of us. The message ended with a translation key, and when decoded, it said, "Your physics is incomplete. Your understanding is naive. Prepare for correction." They did not introduce themselves. They did not negotiate. They evaluated. They called themselves the Continuum. Their ships did not fly. They bent existence. When the first vessel appeared above the Pacific, it did not descend from hyperspace. It unfolded, like spacetime had been folded origami style, and then allowed to breathe. Military radar failed. Quantum sensors distorted, even gravity fluctuated. The ship was a toroidal construct of shifting geometry, rotating through dimensions our instruments couldn't stabilize. Global leaders demanded communication. The Continuum responded with a live transmission projected into every scientific facility worldwide. An alien figure formed, not flesh, not machine, but a luminous lattice of equations. It spoke through pure mathematics. After translation, its message was devastating. Your species relies on flawed approximations. You use Newton where tensors are required. You use Einstein where topology must reign. Your mathematics is a sandbox. We command the ocean. The insult was surgical. They did not mock our weapons. They mocked our equations, and that cut deeper. 3 days later, they demonstrated superiority. Without firing a single shot. Above the Atlantic Ocean, they selected an aircraft carrier group. They altered one constant, just one, for exactly 2.7 seconds. The gravitational constant fluctuated by 0.03%. Ships twisted. Steel screamed. Water rose into impossible spirals. When the constant returned to normal, the fleet was gone, not destroyed, erased, replaced by vacuum ripples and ionized mist. The message was clear. What a just reality. You survive within it. Panic consumed governments. Religious institutions fractured. Financial markets collapsed. Humanity faced extinction, not by fire, but by intellectual inadequacy. Docker. Alara Vance was not a soldier. She wasn't a general. She was a theoretical physicist specializing in non-linear manifold compression at a quiet research institute affiliated with MIT. While military strategists argued over plasma cannons and orbital defenses, Alara stared at the alien transmission logs. "They're not just manipulating constants," she whispered. "They're using equations as operators." Her team stared blankly. Alara zoomed in on the gravitational fluctuation data. The alteration wasn't random. It followed a pattern, a transformation group. "They're solving reality like a differential equation," she said. "And then applying boundary conditions." Silence. Then someone asked the unthinkable. "Can we solve it back?" Alara didn't blink. Yes. Project Counterpoint was born in secrecy. The premise was audacious. If the Continuum could weaponize advanced physics, Humanity would weaponize mathematics itself. Not through bigger guns, but through deeper equations. Elara's team gathered rogue mathematicians, quantum topologists, cryptographers, and disgraced geniuses dismissed for practical theories. They studied alien transmissions obsessively. One revelation changed everything. The continuum relied on stable mathematical symmetries, elegant, perfect, predictable, and perfection has a weakness. It hates chaos. Human mathematics thrives in imperfection, fractals, quantum uncertainty, chaotic attractors, while alien physics resembled pristine architecture. Human equations resembled storms. Elara proposed a radical countermeasure: inject chaotic perturbations into spacetime, structured randomness, not random noise, calculated unpredictability. They designed a tensor cascade algorithm capable of amplifying quantum vacuum fluctuations into localized distortions. In simpler terms, they could make reality glitch, not permanently, just enough. The weapon wasn't a missile. It was a proof, a devastating, beautiful proof. When the continuum returned to Earth orbit for compliance evaluation, humanity was ready. They announced their judgment. You have not progressed. Correction will escalate. Their ship began manipulating atmospheric density. Storm systems spiraled violently. Oceans churned. Elara activated Project Counterpoint. The algorithm propagated through a network of quantum satellites. The tensor cascade engaged, and spacetime hiccuped. For 0.4 seconds, the alien vessel's symmetry fractured. Its smooth geometric rotation stuttered. One ring desynchronized. Their physics, pristine and balanced, encountered chaos. The alien transmission spiked. Anomaly detected. For the first time, they sounded uncertain. The next stage was terrifying. The team refined their perturbation algorithm into focused mathematical pulses. Each pulse targeted symmetry nodes within alien constructs. Instead of altering constants globally, they induced micro-instabilities at specific curvature intersections. The effect: alien ships could no longer maintain dimensional cohesion. Their hulls flickered. Energy conduits misaligned. Reality itself resisted their precision. The continuum retaliated, attempting to suppress human satellites by rewriting electromagnetic parameters. But humanity adapted faster. Each alien maneuver revealed more about their mathematical foundation, and each revelation became another weapon. The battlefield was no longer space. It was topology. It was geometry. It was raw, intellectual combat. The continuum deployed their largest construct yet, a lattice spanning thousands of kilometers. Its purpose was clear: rewrite Earth's orbital mechanics. Human extinction via celestial displacement. Elara's team realized they could not overpower it conventionally. They needed something irreversible, a mathematical strike so profound it would force negotiation. Elara proposed the unstable theorem, a recursive equation designed to propagate self-amplifying asymmetry. If injected into the alien lattice, it would not destroy it. It would force it into unpredictable configuration states. Permanent uncertainty. The risk: if miscalculated, Earth's spacetime could destabilize too. The world voted. For the first time in history, humanity united behind a mathematical decision. Launch. The unstable theorem transmitted through quantum entanglement relays. It infiltrated the alien structure. At first, nothing happened. Then, one node flickered, then another. The pristine lattice warped. Perfect symmetry dissolved into fractal turbulence. The alien transmission erupted. Seize immediately. Your mathematics is contaminating structure. Contaminating. They were afraid. Human chaos had infected cosmic perfection. The lattice destabilized, not collapsing, but evolving beyond their control. The continuum realized something horrifying. Human mathematics was not inferior. It was adaptive, creative, wild. Where they sought balance, we embraced disruption. The alien fleet retreated beyond lunar orbit. Their message returned, no longer condescending. Your species introduces non-deterministic operators. You are dangerous. Alara responded personally, through equations. She transmitted a new proof, not a weapon. A synthesis, a hybrid framework combining their symmetry with human chaos. It described a shared mathematical evolution. Coexistence, but with a warning embedded: humanity would never again be dismissed. Silence followed. Then the continuum replied. Exchange proposed. The war ended not with surrender, but with mutual recognition. Humanity didn't just survive, we advanced. Our new hybrid physics revolutionized propulsion, energy, medicine, and cosmology. We learned to sculpt gravity responsibly. We learned to fold space without tearing it. And most importantly, we learned that equations are not passive descriptions. They are instruments. They are levers. They are blades. The universe had underestimated the species that invented zero-calculus quantum theory. They laughed at our equations. We turned them into weapons, and in doing so, we reshaped the cosmos. The continuum thought reality was fixed. Humanity proved reality is negotiable. They trusted ancient laws of physics. We rewrote the margins, and the universe will never be the same. If this story made you question the limits of science, if you believe humanity's greatest weapon isn't firepower, but intelligence, then hit Ike to support more mind-bending sci-fi. Subscribe for weekly stories that challenge reality itself. And comment below, if you could weaponize one scientific theory, what would it be? Because the next revolution might start with your equation.